Tennessee is home to 7 HBCUs: American Baptist, Fisk, Knoxville, Lane, Lemoyne-Owen, Meharry Medical College, and Tennessee State University. And TSU is about to make more black history. Tennessee State is about to become the first HBCU to offer both men's and women's ice hockey. The school is set to make the official announcement in June before the National Hockey League draft. School leaders say this highlights the university's dedication to fostering diversity and inclusion, as well as expanding athletic opportunities for students. It's Black History Month, so we definitely wanted to make sure we amplified this and keep Black history alive. So joining me now is Dr. Mickey Allen, the Director of Athletics Development for Middle Tennessee, University of Tennessee, and Nick Guerrero, Assistant AD for Communications and Creative Content. Fellas, I gotta admit, I was excited about the sports expansion. I was excited to get the news, but I can't say ice hockey was what I was expected from an HBCU. Dr. Allen, I'm going to start with you. There was a feasibility study in 2021 that emphasized the significance of adding ice at an HBCU. Tell me why.
Absolutely. And so here at Tennessee State University, we made some bold moves with our athletic program in multiple sports. Football, we hired the great Eddie George, and we're building there. But when we look at the history of Tennessee State, we have a phenomenal foundation that's rich in legacy and history. We've had the great Wilma Rudolph and Richard Dent, who's an NFL Hall of Famer, the Tiger Bells. And so the history was here. And so when I looked at the game of hockey, you look back at the history, the great Willie O'Reed, Herb Carnegie, Mike Greer, and people that broke the color barrier in hockey. I said, we can do that at Tennessee State and make an opportunity that individuals that are young and want to get a HBCU education can come here, play the game they love, but also get a great education from a phenomenal HBCU. So we went to the NHL, we went to College Hockey Inc. and at Predators and say, hey, help us forge a path that other HBCUs like Morehouse, Howard, some of those HBCUs that have great history and lineage can jump on board after we trailblaze here in Nashville, Tennessee.
I like that. Y'all setting a precedent. That's a beautiful thing. Nick, you guys got your first commit, a former amateur player from Chicago. How else are you going to build this team? How are you going to pull people in to a program like this?
Well, thanks for having me on, Marc. Actually, currently right now I'm in Toronto, actually doing a little bit of recruiting. What we're going to do at Tennessee State, we're going to find the best players of color from not only the United States, but up in Canada. We're also going to tell them they're going to get a high quality education, like Dr. Allen said at Tennessee State University. But we're also going to make history as being the first historically black college ice hockey team. And that's on the men's side. And then we're going to do that on the women's side in a couple of years.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Women's hockey, men's hockey, building two programs like that, Mickey, is no small thing. Now, TSU is partnering with the NHL and the NHL Players Association. How is the school handling scholarships for the players that commit?
Right, and so we, Nick's done a great job, Mr. Guerrero. We also have a lead administrator here in our athletic department, Dusty Bennett. They have multiple conversations with the Predators administration. Sean Henry's the president there, and everyone's behind this initiative. And what we intend to do is really to have a lot of funding and private funding that we go out and we solicit corporate sponsors to make sure that we have the funding to take care of some of these young people that want to come play for our historic program, or we can pay their schooling. And so we have a creative process that we're discussing here internally, but we're also looking for external partnerships. We're about to embark on hiring our coach and getting that in place, but we're really taking strategic approach to building a quality program that will sustain itself. We don't want to be, just fly-by-night program. We want sustainability here, as we do with all our programs. And so collectively, we're taking an approach where we're inclusive not only of what we're doing, but we're happy with our partners with the Preds and the NHL and really getting that funding necessary, because it's not a cheap sport. And that's what's been a big challenge with the community. We're looking at black kids and brown and indigenous.
That's right. It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline issue. Like growing up, if you want to play basketball, all you needed was a basketball and a hoop. You could play. You could play, outside the schoolyard. You could play with a peach basket. But, hockey, you need equipment. You need stuff. You need ice. You need protection. You need all this stuff. And a lot of times we're underfunded. So it's going to be a matter, like you said, of not just building the school program, but building the broader program. And Nick, look, before we go, it's also about building rivalries, right? That's what college sports is all about. How long is it going to take before we get some other HBCUs to follow suit so y'all can have a HBCU hockey rivalry?
Well, that was one of the questions that got brought up yesterday here at the Carnegie Initiative, and it was asked by a lady who went from Howard and said, "Hey, when are we going to see TSU versus Howard?" And the simple answer is Tennessee State must succeed in order for other HBCUs to take this chance. Universities, like Dr. Allen was saying, and kind of like you said, Marc, are underfunded. University presidents and athletic directors are not going to take a chance in putting more money and putting their universities in debt for something that may not work out. That's why we're calling on everyone from the HBCU community and the NHL and the National Predators to make sure that Tennessee State is as successful as it needs. But Marc, like you said, when does the rivalry begin? The minute the puck drops, the minute the Aristocrata band starts playing, and the minute you get the first hit on the ice.
Amen. I love how you talking, man. Director Mickey Allen, Nick Guerrero, thank you both for joining me here today. We wish you all the best with the journey toward a hockey dynasty.